Yes, I'm Councillor Jenny Green, Coastal Ward, and I'm here on behalf of the City of Mandurah. And I'd just like to welcome you all, whether you're community or visitors, to this wonderful event. It takes a lot of organisation. It just doesn't happen overnight. It's been in the planning for a while, and Nicole will be just saying a few words about that shortly. But mental health is important, not only to the city, but to me personally. I am a psychologist and have worked with mental health and physical health in the past. But mental health means different things to different people. It can be slight or it can be serious. But what gets us through is the fact that we have people and organisations that support us or are available to us. Some of us are a little bit reluctant to seek that assistance because we think we're resilient enough to get through it. But it's when you take that first step, towards asking for assistance, not only just from somebody, but somebody who you know cares, somebody who can make that difference, somebody who can provide you with some information and guide you, because we just don't know sometimes how we're going to get out of this feeling, this overwhelming sense of, how am I going to manage? And sometimes that can happen through lots of different things, and it can happen quite instantly. It could be health, it can be job, it can be friends, it can be security. And once they're threatened, we have a different perspective on how we feel about ourselves and why us. But and it's strange. It's a very strange emotion. It's a very strange way we look at things and how we feel about things. But just recognising that, and as Mr. George Wally, who I respect very much in our community, he does a lot to help the community work together. And I'd like to think that the services that we provide through the City of Mandurah is not only, it's not sufficient. It never is sufficient. We always want more. And it's great to see that these providers are coming here today, setting up their marquees, taking their time to, give some information about what they're able to do for you. Should, and you will at some stage, feel that things aren't quite right anymore. So can I just now move on a little bit from that and introduce you to Nicole. Nicole, would you just like to tell us a little bit about the history of Wellness Week?
Thanks very much, Jenny, and thanks everyone for coming. Yeah, Wellness Wednesday started 13 years ago, approximately, with a small group of people walking down the foreshore and ending in a little expo. And over the years, with more and more input from our local mental health organisations and community groups and other organisations here in Mandurah, the event has grown to what it is today. And yeah, today we've got 53 stall holders here, so it is the biggest yet. And so I thank you all for coming. I thank all the stall holders as well, in case I forget at the end of the day, that I've communicated with by email and phone calls. Thanks for coming and setting up to make this a great event. The last thing I'd like to say is, dun dun dun, we're having a QR code competition today, first ever. We're trialling this. The idea is that there's 6 QR codes around the event, and you use your mobile phone to scan them, and they will link to some of our organisations supporting the event. There's 5 prizes kindly donated by Hans Cafe of $20 gift voucher for the people who enter in the draw for the QR code. So keep an eye out for these hidden around the event. Have a great day, and I'll pass you over to our chairperson of the Wellness Wednesday Committee, Sonia, to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you for coming down today. It is really fantastic. This being our first community event post-COVID, and I think we all really needed something like this. This year's mental health theme is strengthening communities, so being connected, and I think this is really great seeing all the community groups here today, all the organisations to support you, local providers and local businesses. So yeah, let's support them all. Most of what I was going to say has been said, but I just want to take a moment to really thank Nicole Ingram and Paul from Wise Focus. They have been our event manager, and also Paul has done all the marketing, social media, advertising, everything that without their help this event wouldn't have happened. So
Hi,
on
Polly.
behalf of the committee, I want to say a big thank you to you all. So I'll leave you and hand you back to Graham in just a minute, but I just want to say, be informed today, get around, have a look at the organisations, the peer-to-peer groups, get connected. We've got some really good community sporting clubs down with us and other activities, and also, yeah, just have some fun. There's lots of free activities, free food, there's going to be the Lion Sausage Sizzle, and thank you all so much for coming down. Graham?
Committee for the Wellness Wednesday would like to thank you all for coming along today and supporting this event during Mental Health Week 2020, promoting mental health wellness in mind, body and spirit. We are all very mindful of what is happening in the world currently with the COVID climate, which is greatly impacting upon so many individuals, families and global communities, further affecting mental health and well-being. The Wellness Wednesday Committee formed some 13 years ago, and the three of us are some of the founding members, along with others. Gail Fraser over there, waving, thank you very much. Deb Sandvik from Brewer over there, Shari, Nimai, the lovely Vicky over there from the Peel Resource Centre. The police are chiming in, thank you so much. So 13 years ago, where back then the group began with a colourful walk through Mandurah and down to the foreshore in the hope of creating awareness and highlighting the combination of factors that impact on mental health and well-being. The annual National Health Promotion raises awareness of the importance of mental health and well-being in the wider community. Today, this group consists of individuals from various organisations that are passionate and committed to assist in the creation of those changes and helping in the community. So hopefully they will happen. The Peel region has continuously been greatly impacted by issues in the area of mental health, particularly recently. Therefore, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for participating today and coming along to this event in the hope that it will further create awareness surrounding the problems that affect so many individuals in the community suffering in the area of mental health. I'd just also like to make a really special thank you to Nicole Ingram, who has helped us so much. We wouldn't have been able to do it this year as big. A little fun piano or some maracas. You just go for it, and the best we have. Thank you, Nicole, wherever you are. She is the best event management coordinator project person ever, and also to Paul Hammond, who's standing in front of me, who set up our website and been so magnificent with everything. Thank you, everybody. Oh, and last.
Because of the fact that it's so last minute.
And forgive us, it's so last minute because of COVID. We didn't know whether we were going to be here or not. So thank you, everybody.